You've seen the costumes and the candy, but do you know the secrets behind them? This is 24 weird facts you didn't know about Trick or Treat, 2007. Fact 1, it was almost never released. Believe it or not, Trick or Treat sat on a shelf for 2 years after completion. Originally slated for a 2007 theatrical release, suddenly pulled it with no explanation. Some rumors say it was because of the violent tone following Halloween copycat crimes. Others claim the studio didn't know how to market an anthology film. It wasn't until 2009 that it finally got released, straight to DVD. Fans discovered it through word of mouth. Fact 2, the director worked on the X-Men films before creating Trick or Treat. Writer-director Michael Dougherty co-wrote X2, X-Men United and Superman Returns. It was about Halloween. Dougherty said he grew up obsessed with the holiday's myths and rituals. He wanted to make a movie that captured Halloween the way Christmas movies capture Christmas. A cozy, creepy celebration of everything October stands for. Fact 3, the movie was inspired by a short cartoon. The origins of Trick or Treat go back to Dougherty's 1996 animated short, Season's Greetings. It featured a small child in orange pajamas and a burlap mask, but it contained the DNA for everything the feature would become. Halloween tradition, moral punishment, and sweet, sinister innocence. And wait till you hear what's under Sam's mask. The truth behind that creepy pumpkin kid will blow your mind.
Can you get one?
But we'll get to that soon. Fact 4, it's an anthology, but all stories are interconnected. Unlike most horror anthologies, Trick or Treat doesn't separate its tales with title cards or narration. Instead, the stories bleed into each other. Characters cross paths, backgrounds reveal clues. That's why on rewatches, you'll notice things you missed, like Mr. Krieg watching the parade that Laurie walks through, or a bus scene passing just before the children's storyline begins. It's like a haunted puzzle, rewarding anyone who looks twice. Fact 5, Sam represents the spirit of Halloween. Sam isn't just a creepy kid, he's Halloween itself. According to Dougherty, Sam is the physical embodiment of the holiday's ancient rules. Respect the dead, honor the traditions, and never blow out a jack-o'-lantern before midnight. If you break those rules, Sam pays a visit. That's why he appears in every story, silently watching, enforcing the code that keeps Halloween alive. Fact 6, the costume design has ancient roots. Sam's burlap sack mask wasn't random. Dougherty based it on early 20th century trick-or-treat costumes, handmade, uncanny, and almost human. The orange pajamas symbolize the fall season, while the stitched smile reflects old scarecrow imagery. Together, he's part child, part harvest spirit. Fact 7, the town has a secret name. Most people miss this detail. The town where the film takes place is called Warren Valley, Ohio. It's fictional, but the name was chosen as a nod to Warren Publishing, the company behind classic horror comics like Creepy and Eerie, which inspired the anthology format. Even the color palette of the film mimics the inky, illustrated look of those old comics. Fact 8, real pumpkins, and a lot of them. The production team used over 200 real pumpkins on set. They had to carve, light, and replace them constantly because real pumpkins rot fast under studio lights. By the end of filming, the smell on set was so strong that several crew members started wearing masks between takes. Fact 9, the film was shot almost entirely at night to capture that perpetual Halloween atmosphere. 95% of the film was shot at night. The crew would begin around 6 p.m. and wrap at sunrise for nearly 2 months straight. Dougherty said his entire sleep schedule flipped. He didn't see sunlight for weeks. It added authenticity and a bit of madness. Stick around, because fact number 13 reveals the gruesome real-life accident that happened during one of those all-night shoots. Fact 10, Anna Paquin's story was meant to subvert fairy tale's Laurie storyline, where the shy girl turns out to be the predator, was written as a dark parody of Little Red Riding Hood. The red cloak, the wolf, the innocence, all turned upside down. Dougherty said it was his way of exploring Halloween as a time when monsters reveal their true selves, and sometimes they're the ones you least expect. Fact 11, the werewolf scene. Took weeks to film. Transforming Anna Paquin and her friends into werewolves wasn't easy. The sequence involved practical prosthetics, animatronics, and multiple versions of the same set to simulate their transformation. It took nearly 3 weeks to film just those few minutes. and some of the actresses were covered in fake blood for hours every night. Fact 12. Dylan Baker almost turned down his role. Dylan Baker, who plays the twisted principal Stephen Wilkins, originally declined the part because he thought it was too dark. But after reading the full script and realizing the film's humor and Halloween spirit, he changed his mind. Ironically, his character's candy poisoning scene became one of the most infamous moments in modern horror. Fact 13. A crew member got hurt on set. During one of the outdoor scenes involving falling leaves and fake blood, a lighting rig collapsed, narrowly missing an actor, but injuring a crew member's arm. Production had to shut down for a night. Thankfully, no one was seriously harmed. But after that, the cast started joking that Sam himself didn't like people breaking Halloween rules. Fact 14. The blood is mostly chocolate syrup. Like many horror films, Trick or Treat relied on good old-fashioned chocolate syrup mixed with food coloring for its blood effects. Michael Dougherty said he wanted the blood to feel more comic book than realistic, thick, dark, and exaggerated, just like in the old EC horror comics. Fact 15. Brian Cox modeled his character on a horror icon. Brian Cox, who plays the grumpy Mr. Krieg, based his look on John Carpenter, the director of Halloween, 1978. The hair, the beard, even the cigarette, all intentional. Cox said he wanted his character to represent the old-school horror cynic who stopped believing in Halloween, until Sam reminded him why he should. Fact 16. The candy bars hide Easter eggs. If you look closely, you'll notice many of the candy bars, like Lutka bars, are named after crew members. Even better, some are reused as weapons later in the film, symbolizing Halloween candy as both treat and punishment. Fact 17. The jack-o'-lanterns tell a story. Throughout the movie, each story features different jack-o'-lanterns, and their designs subtly mirror what's happening. Smiling ones in playful scenes, fanged ones in violent moments. Dougherty used them like silent narrators, guiding the viewer through the film's emotional beats. Fact 18. The bus scene is based on an urban legend. The haunting story of the bus of children that crashed into a quarry. It's rooted in real urban legends. Tales of buses vanishing on Halloween night, or drowned trick-or-treaters haunting rural towns. Dougherty twisted those myths into one chilling backstory about revenge and forgotten sins. Fact 19. Sam's face was originally too terrifying. Under his burlap mask, Sam's real pumpkin face was designed to be even scarier, closer to a rotting skull made of vines. But test audiences found it too disturbing, so Dougherty softened the look into something more childlike, while still grotesque. It struck that perfect balance between creepy and oddly cute. Fact 20. The kids in the quarry scene were freezing. The child actors filming the quarry sequence were in near-freezing water at night. To keep them safe, the crew added heaters and gave them wetsuits under their costumes. Still, the actors later admitted they were shivering uncontrollably between takes, which ironically made their ghostly performances even more convincing. Fact 21. Trick or Treat connects to Krampus. Michael Dougherty later directed Krampus, 2015, and confirmed that both movies exist in the same universe. There are even small Easter eggs. A broken jack-o'-lantern appears in Krampus, and Sam's signature candy wrapper can be spotted in the background. So yes, Sam and Krampus might be holiday cousins. Fact 22. Sam was played by a child actor. That's right, Sam isn't CGI or animatronic. He's played by a real kid, Quinn Lord, who was only 7 years old during filming. He wore a heavy costume, partial prosthetics, and carried around fake candy made of foam rubber. Dougherty said Lord's calm, patient demeanor made the character even creepier, because Sam's movements felt natural, almost innocent. Fact 23. The ending was almost different originally. Mr. Krieg was supposed to kill Sam with a shotgun, but Dougherty decided that broke the mythology. Halloween can't be destroyed. Instead, he rewrote it so Sam spares Krieg, teaching him respect. That mercy made Sam's character far more powerful and mythic. Fact 24. It became a Halloween tradition. Though it never got a wide release, Trick or Treat became an annual ritual. Fans host screenings every October, cosplay as Sam, and carve pumpkins inspired by the film. It's even credited with reviving Halloween anthology horror. paving the way for V/H/S, Tales of Halloween, and others. Today, Michael Dougherty calls it his love letter to October, a movie that reminds us Halloween isn't just about fear. It's about rules, rituals, and remembering what happens when we forget them. And there you have it, 24 weird facts you didn't know about Trick or Treat 2007. Which fact creeped you out the most? Drop your favorite fact below, hit that like button, and subscribe for more deep dives into horror's best-kept secrets.